Home sweet home. Good evening, everybody. I was just catching my the home sweet home thing I have there in the background. As I move my head, I can see it. It becomes very clear. I hope everybody's having a great afternoon. We'll get this thing underway here in just a few minutes. Let me know if you can hear me. Make sure everything's going through okay. Got you there, Ryan. How you doing? Miss Jenny, how are you doing? We are live both tonight on Facebook and YouTube, if everything's working correctly. So may get notifications from both. If you have us in your phones, you'll see we're both popped up. So I know I just got the notification right here. So we're going to go ahead and get this thing started. Got quite a few on here already. Again, I want to remind everybody, this is just an opportunity to kind of allow you to ask questions while I'm giving you some updates, covering some things that we've done in the past here already. And if you have any questions, just type them in the message window there. Send the message to me, and I will get those. I'll try to answer those best I can. So I'm going to start out real quick just by thanking all of our great sponsors that are out there helping us. We were able to, looks like we got another commitment this year from U.S. Sugar. So they've come back on board, and we're excited about that, and pleased to announce that they will remain as one of the premier sponsors for the Florida Bass Nation Junior High School program. I want to thank everybody else out there. Reed's Metal, of course, being our title sponsor of our trail, and then we've got Central Florida Trust. We got Mike's Marine and U.S. Sugar, all premier sponsors, and then our title sponsors, which include there's a whole list of them. Industrial Reliability, they come back on board this year. They met with us up in Palatka and said absolutely. Brian Warwick and Ms. Julia there, they want to stay on board. But we've got Esther Lines, Power Poles, Pearson Realty, Cars Rig, and Ingram. Sorry, couldn't read that. Morrow Steel, AFCO, Hightower Roofing, Bahio, Shimano, Schooners, Wildware America, Ecotech, Applied Aquatics, Arbor Tech Tree Care, all of our great TDCs. I want to thank them. Couldn't do it without their help and support when we come to visit those communities. And Palatka, we were just up there, and I think we had a great event, great venue. Couldn't ask for a better turnout. You guys are awesome. All the families, the anglers, the boat captains, thank you so much for coming out and being a part of the program. Want to congratulate those winners for both days up in Palatka. On Saturday, we had some Highlands County anglers in the high school division win that with 16.04 pounds. That was Jackson Rapp, Brooker Rebel. In the junior division, we had Jack Kennedy and Brentley West, Mid-Florida junior anglers, win that at 13.86 pounds. Congratulations to both teams. Great job. On Sunday, had a junior team that moved up into the high school division this year. So they've been fishing with us. They were juniors in the past. This is their first year going into the high school division. And it's their home waters, but I want to congratulate Ashton Allday and Jacob Beach out of Keystone Heights. They had 19.18 pounds. Great job to you guys. Way to jump into that high school division and get a win out of the gate. And then Michael Petrides and Zach Selwinski out of Mid-Florida. Junior anglers, they had 13.54 pounds. So congratulations to you guys. I think we had a great event, 150 teams on Saturday, 138 on Sunday. That is a great way to start the season and come out of the gate. I'm not aware of any major issues. I know we had one automobile accident up there. Somebody got in an accident coming out of the Hampton there, and everybody was okay. But I just want to say I appreciate everybody's cooperation over the weekend. Thanks for those of you that stayed back and helped out with breaking down. That was a great help. We will need some help at our next event. So for those of you here in the Leesburg, Tavares, Eustis area, if anybody can stay back and help out with that event, we'll be setting up on Thursday before the tournament, breaking down on Sunday afternoon. So any help would be greatly appreciated. Wanted to cover a couple things here relating to the Bassmaster Combine. We had right at 20 anglers go up and participate in this past weekend. The high school combine was held. Bassmaster's high school combine was held in Decatur, Alabama. Started this past Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday. I got to go up as the coach for Weber International University. Got to meet with about 29 different anglers from around the country, several from Florida. Great overall event. I think we had right at 107 anglers participate in this. I'm saying overall, not from Florida, but I think, again, right at Florida, we had about 20 anglers participate. But 25 different schools were present. And I think everybody that went there, there were some folks that showed up that went last year, and that's fine. But I think the new ones were blown away by what was offered, what they saw, what they experienced. This is a great venue. If you have an angler that's looking to go on and fish in college, this is a great opportunity for them. If you have an angler that still wants to go and fish in college and they didn't make it to this event and they're a senior this year, there's time to still get them in front of some coaches, talk to some different schools out there, but just let me know. Be glad to try and help you with that. But we had a great time up there. Glenn and the Bassmaster team did a great job with this. We got to do some meet and greets on Friday, and then there was some actual scheduled meetings set up on Saturday morning, and then they had some agility test, that was held on Saturday afternoon. Then there were second round meetings and awards presentations held Sunday morning, and then everybody was able to hit the roads and head home. So overall, great event. But again, if you've got an angler out there that's thinking about going off to school and fishing or would like to consider that, have them come see me, come talk to me. You can also reach out to Glenn up at Bass. He's there as well. He can give you some direction on some teams, coaches that might be looking for some anglers. I have some of those connections as well. So we're happy to help out however we can. It's all about these anglers, these kids, and just making sure that we provide them with what is needed to compete at our events, and then at the same time what is needed to go to that next level, be it college or if they're going out into the workforce, or if they're going to go to some kind of trade school. We're going to try and help them any way we can with that. So, but the only way we can do it is you got to let us know about it. We did have at the Combine, we did have 2 Florida anglers sign commitment letters. Rich Fairclough, and he's out of that Liberty County Club. And then we had Max Hondorf out of the Panhandle Youth Anglers Club. Both signed good commitments to Troy University, so congratulations to those guys. I want to wish both of them the best of luck. I know they have been looking at Troy for a while now. Of course, I've been speaking with both about different schools as well as coming to Weber, and I think it was just a fit for them up there at Troy. It was about 3 hours from home, I think, for both of them. So we want to wish them the best of luck, and I know they're going to do well together up there at Troy. I don't know if they'll be fishing together, but I know they were both hoping to go to the same school. And again, these are two anglers that met through the Florida Bass Nation program, got to know each other, become good friends, and now they're going off to school together. So great job. Congratulations to both of them on their signings. So our videos from the state championship and from our last tournament up in Palatka have dropped. They're out on our YouTube channel, Florida Bass Nation Official. If you've not seen them yet, please go out there and check them out. Like our channel, like the videos. Pretty awesome. Peyton Wyndham put those together. We're excited to have him on board as a videographer this year for the Florida Bass Nation. And he's got 2 videos there that I think he's done a great job with, and he'll continue to do videos for us coming for the rest of the season. And for first 2 videos out of the gate, I think he did a great job, and just go check them out. So they are out on our YouTube channel again. Florida Bass Nation Official is the channel name. Go there, go to videos, and you should be able to view both of those videos from the state championship and from the last tournament there in Palatka. I want to talk a little bit about. I have had a lot of people call me about, hey, my anglers aren't showing up in the tournament series on Fishing Chaos. There's a reason for that. If you look under the points, for instance, North Trail, you go down and you count the points, 200, and we know there should be 220, 219. So they're working on getting the participation points out there. At the same time, if you go down, it says 200, 199, 198. Well, when you get to 194, then it jumps down to 192. So it skips 193. There is a placeholder there for that team that got those points. And the reason those are not showing up is because some teams paid us their state dues at the tournament. The club brought the state dues in and paid in person. So what we have to do is we had to link those 2 anglers together, and then we attach them to that tournament. And then what has to happen is Fishing Chaos has to rerun those leaderboards for those tournament series. And when they do that, if everything's been done for your team, then they should show up. And the 200 point, 220, the participation points should show up as well when they do that. This is a timely process, so we're trying not to, ask Fishing Chaos to do this until all of the changes, corrections are made. I know we've had some teams already switch partners, so we have to go and make the adjustments there. So we're asking everybody to be patient. We'll get this all squared away. At the same time, I am tracking the points on a spreadsheet that I keep. So everything will be, we've got it all down. So that way, should something be missed or something overlooked, somebody doesn't tell us that, hey, my points aren't showing up, we still got it tracked. We still got it taken care of. And eventually they will all show up out there. It's just we're trying to avoid having to run those leaderboards every day because, like I said, it is a timely process. So we'll get that all squared away. One real quick note I did want to make. I want to thank Jerry Stalvy's Barbecue for coming out and being a part of our Palatka tournament. Appreciate Mr. Stalvey coming out and cooking for us and providing meals both days. That means a lot, and I'm sure he's going to do that where he can for us. So we appreciate that. I also want to thank Fish Gills, Sean and his wife for coming out and being a part of our event. He is actually going to try to be at all of our events in the future. He gave away that big bass rod to Jason Haynes Jr. I think that's right, Jr. On Sunday, he caught the biggest bass of the tournament. So Sean presented him with one of the custom-made rods. But one of the things I want to make you guys aware of, he will be at the tournaments in the future. If we have, say you go out and your anglers break a rod tip or something on during practice, or maybe on Saturday, if they will bring him the rod, he will try to repair it and get that back to him for the next day. Bring it back to him that morning. So, that's a service there that's available to us. He's offering that. Probably he'll charge you a little fee for doing that. I mean, he can't, do it all for free. But it's just a nice service to have. Hey, this is my son, daughter's favorite rod. Tip broke off, or the tip come off, or the ceramic in the tip went out. He's going to do what he can to get you fixed up. So if you've got any rod issues, bring them to him. He'll try to help you out if he can, if it's something he can make a quick repair to. And now it might not look pretty. He told me to make sure to throw that in there, that it might not be a pretty repair, but it might be at least something that they can still use it the next day and then get it repaired later. So anyway, wanted to share that out. Sean, thank you so much for having Fish Gills there, and y'all make sure y'all go and check out his booth. He's got a lot of custom made rods there that no rod's the same. Each of those are handmade and done, and so make sure you go and see Sean and at the Fish Gills tent over there at our next event. So state dues, let's make sure all of our state dues, I think majority of everybody's gotten their state dues taken care of. Miss Kim is out of town right now, but she will be returning next week, and she's available. You can text her, call her, email her. She can help you with your state dues. Remember, there's state dues and there's national dues. So if you're talking about state dues, you need to talk to myself or Miss Kim. If you're talking about national dues, that's Bassmaster. I can try to help you, but those have to be paid online through Bassmaster.com. We are not taking those this year. We're not paying any of the national dues. So all of the club directors need to make sure to get those squared away with Bassmaster.com. I know once we get all the state dues stuff squared away, Ms. Kim's going to start looking at the clubs in the in the roster management system, and then she'll start if you're missing dues in the roster management system for your clubs. She's going to start reaching out to everybody and getting those taken care of. Got to have all those paid before the end of the year. That is what Bass gives us credit for on how many berths we get. I know there are a couple clubs out there that I've got to get involved with and try to help them get them set these clubs up. And I'm working on that. I should have plenty of time here in the next week to take care of that. So be patient, and we'll get those all squared away. So just make sure you follow up with your directors and make sure high school, state, and national dues are taken care of. Don't forget, Bass has released the high school and junior open tournaments. Those are going to start in February. First one is up on Clark's Hill. They're in Columbia, Georgia. I think that's where everything will be held. Clark's Hill is a very rural area out there on the Georgia, South Carolina border. But that's going to be the closest one to us. Then you've got March 10th, be Lake Douglas, up around around Dandridge, Tennessee. Dandridge boat ramp there. The other one will be at Wildwood Park. Clarksville will be held at Wildwood Park. Then you got May 19th, it looks like. May 19th is Sam Rayburn out in Texas. That's over in Jasper, Texas, and be held at the Pavilion boat ramp. Finally, the last one, and this is a conflict with our state championship here in Florida, but it's June 9th, and that's up in Saginaw Bay. It's in Bay City, Michigan, and it'll be held at Battleship Park. So hopefully you don't miss our state championship to go fish that. The opens are an opportunity to get qualified for nationals. Remember, you've got 10 junior teams will qualify on the junior side. The top 10 juniors will go to nationals. And then on the high school side, I believe they're going to keep it at the top 25, if I remember correctly. I know Glenn and his team was working on this, but don't get hung up on how many get qualified. It'll be either 10% or top 25. But they are the schedule's out, so make sure you go check it out. We've added it to our flyer, so if you don't know where we keep our tournament flyer at, I'll show you here real quick. This is the Florida Bass Nation website here, and we're going to start posting, like we're going to post the results or post a write-up about our Palatka tournament here in the coming days, and then we'll put some links out to the standings. That'll take you over to Fishing Chaos. Tomorrow you should be able to find up under the upcoming tournaments here, you should be able to find a link that will take you to our Harris Chain tournament, and that'll offer you a chance to click on another link to take you to Fishing Chaos. You'll still be able to go directly to Fishing Chaos if you like. I'm just telling you these options are here. But if you go up here under schedule, you click on schedule, go down to junior high school. You'll see there's junior high school schedule, there's high school rules, junior series rules. But if you click on that schedule, again, junior high school series, click on 23-24 schedule. It will then open the flyer for us. And let me show that to you. Well, try that one more time. Give me 1 second here. All right, there it is. So this is the new updated flyer. Changed our dates here, and then down here you should be able to find the open schedule for bass. So that's the high school and junior open. So hopefully everybody now knows where to find that schedule at. Let's jump into the next tournament. So we're on the Harris Chain of Lakes out of Venetian Gardens there in Leesburg. That is October 7th and 8th, 2023. We're looking for a big turnout at this tournament. We'll start setting up on Thursday, the 5th. We'll be out there both the 5th and 6th. So if you need anything, come see us. If you want to help out, just show up about 10 o'clock on Thursday, and you're more than welcome to help. Then Saturday, we will have the first South Trail tournament. And then on Sunday, we will be holding the second Fall Trail tournament. So excited to be going back to the Harris Chain, Leesburg, Ms. Lindsay and Lindsay McBride, and she's with Greater Orlando Sports Commission. We greatly appreciate their support and all they do. Lake County for helping us out. And then the folks there in Leesburg letting us use the park and everything. So we appreciate all that they've done. One of the things I want to remind everybody of at this tournament, this is one we have always have a big issue with, because there is a grass line that goes along the shoreline there, a grass border. We need everybody to make sure you remind your anglers when they take their fish back to the boats, they need to put the fish in their live wells, ease out. You can even go out in the lake if you want to, but ease out, get out in the middle of Venetian Garden Bay there, the basin, and release your fish out there in deeper water. Please, please, please do not let your anglers release their fish right there in the grass. They are not actually able to make it out of the grass. A lot of them just get hung up in the grass and they end up dying there. And then what happens is, after we pack up and leave out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, those fish then become let's just say it creates a bad smell there along the shoreline. So the people that come out to visit the park typically let the city know, and we want to keep being able to use this facility and go back, and we want them to be excited when we come. So we want to make sure we release our fish out into the deeper water area there, or take them back out into the lake and release them. We are working on, we've got plans to do a big release trailer. Alabama has one, and I know we've gotten the quotes and all the specs and everything from the state of Alabama, Florida Bass Nation there in Alabama, submitted what they had done. And we want to mimic that here in Florida so that we've got a release trailer. Then we don't have to worry about issues like this. But it is an expensive endeavor. It's going to take us probably around $40,000 to get to buy a trailer and to get all the equipment built. So it's something we're working on. We do have goals to try and get something in place to do this, some funding in place to do this. But in the meantime, please work with your anglers. Please emphasize to them to take those fish out into the deeper areas of the lake or into the open water there and release them. If they have any that are stressed out and don't look like they're going to make it, they can always bring them back up to our coolers that we have up there to keep them, to take them, and then we'll just give them away to somebody, one of the locals there that usually wants them. But we don't want to leave any fish floating around the basin there. So please, please, please talk to your anglers. Make sure you stress to them to take their fish back out into the lake. Just can't stress fish care enough. The weather is starting to change. Had some nice evenings here lately, but still hot in the middle of the day, and those live wells get warm, and it stresses them fish out. So please talk with your anglers about fish care and taking care of them. But with that, we're looking forward to a great event over there in the Harris chain, on the Harris chain. I think we're going to have some big bags caught, weighed in, and a lot of excitement. So again, kicking off that first tournament in our South Trail, and then second tournament in the Fall Trail. So registration for this tournament will open tomorrow. I apologize. I've been working with the guys over there at Fishing Chaos. They're doing things a little bit different over there this year. Instead of me having to set up each tournament, and what we're trying to do is they went in and set up every tournament so far, but and they're also doing the same thing for the college series, which I want to mention that here in just a second. But the problem we run into is they forgot to give me admin access. So I've been trying to get administrative right so I could go in and get the tournaments, finalize everything, make sure it's all set up right, and we can get those open. Obviously, we just started working on, or I just started asking them for the access on Monday, but I couldn't get to it before then with all my travels and stuff up to Alabama. But we'll get that open tomorrow. I'm confident that we'll get that in place. We do have college anglers going to start fishing with us the next 3 tournaments. We'll have a college series so you'll see college anglers showing up. to fish this event right along with our high school and junior anglers. Don't anticipate this to be a huge turnout. If we got 15 teams fishing this, maybe 20 teams at the most, is what I'm anticipating. That would be awesome. But we're doing a 3-tournament series for the college teams. This does 2 things. So if you've got anglers out there that are thinking about going to college, they can take the opportunity now and go talk with these anglers and say, hey, what do you think about your school or going to college and fishing? So take advantage of this. Have your anglers take advantage of it. Talk to these guys. Keep in mind, though, they are fishing a tournament. The plan is we're going to send these guys out first. So right as soon as we get safe light, we'll send out these college teams, get them underway, and then we'll follow right behind that with our junior and high school anglers. And then we will we'll bring the college anglers in beginning at 2:30, get them weighed in, and jump right into our high school weigh-in. So don't want to put them in the middle of the field. We tried that in the past, but it held things up. We had to stop the junior high school weigh-in, switch over to the college series. So we're just going to weigh them in first, and then jump right into the junior and high school tournament weigh-in. So that's how we'll address that. Want to ask everybody to work with each other. It's going to add a few more boats on the water, but be patient. Everybody needs to understand you're all out there fishing, trying to get qualified. You're all part of the Florida Bass Nation, so need to be courteous to each other. And they will be fishing a 2-day event, so they'll fish Saturday and Sunday, and then we'll do this same thing again in Seminole in November, and then they will wrap up their season with the Florida Bass Nation in December, down on the north end of Lake Okeechobee. So points, they'll be driven by points, just like in the high school series. After 3 tournaments, whoever's leading in points will get that national berth on that college side. So, but we're excited to bring in our college anglers. If these events will grow big enough and we find it successful, we will look in the future at possibly breaking them out, having their own trails. Same thing as what we've always said with our junior program. If it ever got big enough, we could break it off and have a separate trail for the juniors, but we haven't got to that point yet. Don't want to add any, extra work for the team right now. We've only got so many weekends in the year, and trust me, mine is very full right now. So that brings another point up. I'm going to see if any of these college teams want to join me, but I will make myself available Friday evening down in the lobbies there of the hotel. I'll be over there at the town center, so I'll make myself available if anybody wants to come down, talk about colleges, or talk to me about Weber. I can share with you our program that I have at Weber and what we do. So just making myself available. Again, it doesn't just have to be about Weber. It can be about any of the college programs. I'll try and help you out any way I can. But at the same time, I'll have some of our Weber information there available for you to share that with you. So take advantage of that. We'll do that Friday evening, like I say, there at the town center. So you can come by maybe after dinner. Probably set up around about 6 o'clock and do it for an hour and a half, something like that. It just depends. If you're interested, shoot me a text, and I can, if you're not there by 6 or you're going to be running late, shoot me a text. I'll wait on you. But be there Friday evening and be available to anybody that likes to talk. If you want to talk, if you can't make that Friday and you still want to talk to me, feel free. I'm happy to meet with you on Saturday evening. It's just figure we'll try it on Friday first, and we'll probably do this again up in Bainbridge. So let me see here. That's kind of everything I've got. Let me see if there's any questions from anybody. I see Chet Wagner's on here. Chester, we want to wish you a speedy recovery. You've been dealing with some health issues, and we want to say get well. And he'll be out there at helping us out at the Harris chain if his health will allow him to do so. I know he's always eager to help out, and we appreciate that. But think of your help first. If y'all don't, also want to just say, everybody, keep Julia, Glenn's youngest daughter, in your thoughts and prayers. She's having a little some health issues as well. Nothing. Right now, it's all preliminary, so they're still doing some testing and looking at stuff. So just keep her in your thoughts and prayers as well, and wish everybody a speedy recovery and get well. And look forward to seeing everybody on our tournament trail. Want to thank our team that helped us out this past weekend, or this past tournament. I know coming up, Larry and Kim will not be there, so we've got Miss Jessica and Jessica Lavera. Hopefully I got that right, Jessica Lavera. And then Ms. Morgan Bullock will be helping out under the tents with the computers. So appreciate them stepping in. We've also got some guys that I know coming in to help me with the tournament as well, running it. And so if anybody else is out there, again, you want to help out, just get with me and let me know. Let's see here. I hope everybody enjoyed the videos. We'll keep doing those. And, if there's something you'd like to see, let us know. I mean, obviously, Peyton's trying to get all of the anglers he can in there, but we're only talking about a 2 or 3 minute video that he's putting together. So I've just kind of left it up to him as to what he can capture and include in these videos. If you have an idea, let us know, or let him know if you see him running around. I'm sure he'd love to hear your thoughts. But this is another one of those expensive endeavors that we're doing. We tried it in the past. I think everybody liked it. It's just it's not a cheap thing to pay somebody to go out there and do this. So we appreciate Peyton coming on board and doing it. And we hope that he'll stay with us for a while to do this, but he's doing an awesome job so far. Has the schedule been updated for the February tournament? Yes. Schedule's all updated now. You can go get that off of our Florida Bass Nation website that I just showed you. No problem, Ms. Jamie. It was appreciated Brennan just stopping by and talking with me at our table there at the Combine. And again, any questions or anything he may have going forward, please let me know. Let's see. Doesn't look like there's any major questions. Simple tips to repairs. Okay, yeah, Sean chimed in here. He says simple tip to repair. Should be under $10 each to do a tip repair. Obviously, if you break that rod in half, there's not a whole lot he can do about that. But if it's a tip repair or a guide repair, if it's something he can help you with, he's certainly going to try and do so. Again, I know we all have our favorite rods and things like that. Things happen to them. So that's what he's there for. At the same time, he's there to sell some rods. So make sure y'all check out his rods there at Fish Skills. We are talking about doing sponsors. Thank you, Brian. Videos are great. Have him roll sponsors on the credits. Absolutely. I've got to get him a list of all those. I think that's a great idea. Do it at the end. But we do appreciate all them sponsors. And, that was something in the past. We tried to include as many of the sponsors as we could during the video. But it, you can't get them all. But obviously, yes, rolling them at the end would be good as well. So thank you for that tip there, Brian. But that looks like it, unless somebody's got a real quick question they want to type in. I just want to say thank you to everybody, all of our families, our anglers, our boat captains, for your support. Yes, winners interviews and possible teams giving them a GoPro footage on the boats. I like that, Chris. And here's the other thing. So if y'all have your own GoPros, we are happy to take that footage. If you'll get that footage to Peyton before he, he needs it. If you want him to try and include it in the video that he's putting together, he needs it like Monday or sometime over the weekend during the tournament. So like if you go out and get footage on Saturday, you got it on GoPro, give him your SIM card, he can go and download it and then give that back to you to have on Sunday. We do have GoPros on our trailer. We got 4. We would like to get footage out there and give those out. So, but in the past, a lot of the anglers have said, oh no, them GoPros are bad luck. We don't want one on our boat. I understand they can be a pain to work with, but we're happy to show you how they work. And if you'll take them, put them on your boat, get some footage for us, we'll certainly use that in these videos. So, that, again, that is stuff you can use as well for your personal use. So if you use one of our GoPros, we'll take the SIM cards, we'll download that information, and then if you want it, we can send that to you, and y'all can use that for your own use as well. But we do have those GoPros, and yes, we are working on doing some interviews, and we actually may try and set one up maybe next week with our winners from this previous tournament. And that would be just getting them on here, just like what I'm doing now. They don't have to be right here with me. I can send them an invite. We can get them on here. We can do some interviews. And I know there's some stuff that Glenn and I had talked about in the past where we may start trying to do some stuff together, be it a podcast or getting on here and talking about just, issues. And y'all know Glenn, he likes to talk. So we'll see if we can get 30 minutes put together and do something like that. But yes, Chris, thank you for that. Interviews and the teams talking to the anglers. I think that would be awesome. And I think I can do up to, I could do both anglers at once. And then we could have the other ones on standby in what we call the back room here. And then, it's just do one interview and then switch over and do the next one. But we are going to work on those. I do appreciate that. Great idea. And again, what that does is that exposes your anglers to opportunity to talk. We're trying to get them all to speak. That's when I'm trying to get them to talk on the stage. It's not that I want them all to talk, and we want them all to learn how to get up there and handle the mic and it's amazing to see where some of these anglers have, you see them as juniors starting out and you can't get a word out of them. And as they progress over the 4, 5, 6 years that they're with us, by the time they're seniors, I almost have to take the mic from them. So, yes, that's a great idea too. Yeah. I'll see if I can get Sammy over there to do our invocation. I do think Sammy will be out there during the tournament both days with the FCA tents, FCA tent set up and promoting the FCA program. So he isn't. I would love to have him come out and do our invocation, and I'm sure he will be out there both days. And if he is out there, please make sure you stop by and tell him thank you for being there. And if he does have his FCA tent set up, then he will, I'm sure, talk to you about that program and what it has to offer. He is wanting to do another FCA tournament in the future. Don't know when we can get that worked in. We also have the FCA up in FCA group up in the Northwest is hoping to do something, and in the Northeast out of Palatka, they're looking to try and do something. So that's been a great partnership with the FCA organization. And we're happy to try and work with them when we can. So we'll keep you posted on any of these other events that we have coming up, and try to, these are other opportunities for your anglers to go out and jump into and fish and continue to hone in on their skills and compete against some of the older anglers whenever we're doing opens or if we're doing something with the Bass Nation Adult Series. So, we'll keep you posted on that. They're actually wrapping up. The adults are wrapping up their season this weekend. They've got the team championship up on the St. Johns River in Palatka. Had to qualify for that. So if you didn't get qualified, can't go fish it, but they will start gearing up their season and getting ready to kick things off. I think they're actually going to try and kick off early this year and do some stuff in the fall. So you may see some things start popping up about tournaments in the area for our Florida Bass Nation Adult Series. I'll keep you posted though as I hear more. If there's nothing else, I haven't seen anything else pop up. Let's see. That's a great idea, Brian. I appreciate you mentioning that about Sammy. Getting him to do our invocation. We appreciate that. And here's another thing. If you have some junior or high school anglers out there that want to do the invocation for us, we'd love to have them come up and do the invocation. This is something we did many years ago. Glenn did it for a while where we'd invite the anglers to come and do the invocation. Don't want to force anybody to do it. But if you have somebody out there that wants to share and give the invocation in the mornings, I'd love for them to come do that. Or if there's somebody in the area that a pastor, somebody like that will come out and do our invocation, we'd like to certainly invite them out to do that. Oh boy, it looks like Glenn has chimed in, matter of fact. He is in that Florida Bass Nation Junior High, under that Florida Bass Nation Junior High School tab there that says what's up. So appreciate him getting on there. Yeah, super cool for the kids to pray over peers. But no, if there's nothing else, I think I've covered just about everything I can. I've been rambling now for about 45 minutes and let you guys get to your evenings. Again, just keep an eye out, and we'll continue to do posts out on our Facebook page. We're going to start, now that we've got a good group of a majority of the anglers in Fishing Chaos, we'll start doing blast through our mass messaging when we do stuff want to get the word out on something. We'll start doing blast there. We're also going to implement the texting tool that we have on Fishing Chaos. Hopefully I can get that implemented here, and we can start using text messages to send information to you. So that would be pretty awesome if they can get that implemented. I know we've asked for it, and they say that it should be available. So they're working on a lot of cool things at Fishing Chaos. I'm just waiting on them to tell me when it's released so we can share it with you. And one other thing I do want to mention to you guys on Fishing Chaos. So there are some tournaments out there. If you have your anglers log into Fishing Chaos, there's tournaments out there that your anglers can join, and some of these are at no cost. You just jump into them, but when they're out there pre-fishing, they can take advantage of these other tournaments. So let me see if I can just show you here real quick. Just give me 1 second here. I'll try to log into Fishing Chaos, and I can show you what I'm talking about. Share that with you. But it's pretty cool because your anglers can be out practicing, and they could be in these tournaments, these fun tournaments, and potentially be trying to, they get a good fish out there. They could qualify for these other tournaments. So, for instance, I'll share this with you right here. So here's one. This is a college event. Logan Parks is hosting. That's 23 Logan Parks Fishing Foundation. That's an event you guys can sign up for and go and participate in if you'd like. Your anglers just need to take advantage of these little clips that are out here. Here's one, Fish TikTok Open. This is probably just a tournament. Looks like it's on Smith Lake in Alabama on the 28th. Not sure what it entails, but maybe something, if it doesn't interfere with any of our stuff, that they can go fish. If you keep scrolling over, here's one, Big Bass Challenge, Strike King Big Bass Challenge. That looks like that's just a tournament, that they could jump into, sign up for. They catch a big bass during a certain period of time. So they just tell your anglers there are other opportunities in Fishing Chaos. They just got to look under these other banners to see what they are. But there's, a lot of them are just a matter of signing up for them. And then when they're out practicing, they take a picture of the fish they catch, submit it. and they make it qualify for prizes. So, that's the advantage to being part of Fishing Chaos. Here's one here: high school big bass shootout. Not sure what that one is. You click on it. So that's September. Starts September 30th, ends on 10/1. So that's some kind of shootout that they're having. But, that looks like one that may be in person. It's up on, this is Jacob Wheeler's high school bass shootout tournament. So this is his foundation that Jacob Wheeler's holding. A lot of events out there, guys, that your anglers can take advantage of. They just got to do their homework, go through that Fishing Chaos app. They can find these different tournaments. But yeah, that's Jacob Wheeler's high school shootout tournament that he has there. Usually big event, and then big turnout, and then they narrow it down to, I don't know, top 10 or 12 teams on the final day, and they have pros that come in and boat captain for them on that final day, and are their marshals. So that's a pretty interesting deal there. But just let your anglers know, we went to Fishing Chaos, not just, it offers a great platform for us, but there are other things out there that your anglers can get involved in and be a part of. And join. And a lot of it's just photo catch and release. And they can win tackle, they can win prizes that way. So anyway, just wanted to share that with you as well. Just reading some more of the notes here. Glenn says, congratulations to all of those who come to the Bassmaster High School Combine. Yep. We went over that, talked about it. And yes, congratulations again to all those folks. Again, Florida had biggest turnout for that. We were excited. So, but with that, I am going to wrap this thing up. I've now went for about 50 minutes. And I just want to say thank you, everybody, for supporting the program. We are excited to be hosting this for your kids, for your anglers. We couldn't do it without you, obviously. We just have the platform, but we got to have you guys to come out and make it successful. Again, we'll keep you posted about the ideas that Glenn and I are throwing around about doing a podcast and again, doing some interviews with some of our anglers but we'll keep you posted on that. Something we're bouncing around right now, but certainly I want to do some interviews with our anglers from our first tournament, and I'll try to maybe set that up for next week. I'll have to reach out to them and see if they're going to be available. But anyway, have a great rest of the evening. Everybody be safe, and we look forward to seeing everybody October 7th and 8th over on the Harris Chain of Lakes. With that, we'll say see ya, and talk to you later.